Hello everybody, it's me John aka Nolsey and Happy New Year to one and all. This is going to be my very first Transformers review of 2026. I'm going to be talking about one of the better figures that came out of 2025, Age of the Primes, Megatronus, The Fallen. Let's get into it. Here we are then. Here is Megatronus, aka The Fallen, Age of the Primes. Oh, obviously here he is in his tank mode. He comes boxed. He comes boxed in robot mode, obviously. But I thought to start things off with the alt mode first, because out of the two modes, robot mode and alt mode, I would say the robot mode is my favourite out of the two. There is some niggly things with this alt mode that I don't really like, but at the same time I do like. It is a nice mode, so let's have a good look at it then. It is a nice mode. Once you get everything pegged in correctly, it does kind of look okay. Obviously, it looks like a tank, but it's a very goofy looking tank. I mean, when you look at it from the top, like a bird's eye perspective, it looks fine. But looking at it from an underneath perspective, it looks he's literally just bent over himself, you know? It's an okay mode. You can tell it's a tank. These accessories that he has, these flame accessories, do sort of enhance the mode a little bit. And also you can store his weapons on the sides of the tank as well, like this big sword dagger thing and this like trident thing as well. It's an okay mode. I mean, you've got to be pretty careful in this mode, because once this barrel thing, this is like his fusion cannon sort of thing that goes onto his arm, that just kind of plugs into separate little ports on the side of the gun as a separate piece, and you just basically plug them in to make the turret. Because of that design, you are kind of hindered a little bit with like moving the turret as you would normally a tank turret. You can't move it properly because of the way that it's designed. So it's an okay mode. It's a nice little. It's a very menacing mode, which I could come to understand from such a character as Megatronus. It does have little wheels underneath at certain points. As you can see, little wheels as well, so you can roll it a little bit. But yeah, it's an okay mode. It's a bit of a pain to try and get everything... on mine anyways, it was a little bit of a pain to try and get everything plugged in. But yeah, so that's the alt mode. So let's not waste any more time on the alt mode. Let's get it transformed and look at what I see is the best mode of the two. With everything taken off it, or the accessories, the first thing to make things a little bit easier is just unpeg the top bit and bring these arm bits to the side. And this, like I said, is a separate piece, so this will just be put to one side. Stand it up. Unpeg the front. I believe, if I remember rightly, this bit can come up out the way. Unpeg these flaps from the front, like so, and then bring down the legs by extending them like this, and then swivel those forelegs around so that the yellow bit is pointing outwards. Then the bottom bit, the back of the leg, which is like a tank turret, the tank treads, sorry, they come up. These clips bring the foot back part out. This goes there. The same with this one. The tank, put the tank tread back in to place. now that you've put the foot into there. And then these plate bits just simply plug into. That's now the legs done. 360. Well, bring these. Oops, that's just come off. These little side pieces here on the side, these come down. Now that you've sorted that, and then once you've moved everything out the way, you 360 swivel the waist. Bring around. These back bits, the tank treads, they go to the back. As you can see, this bit then will, yep, just do that. This bit will then hopefully go into place there. This front face, the chest plate, should I say? This you open the sides up, and you swivel it like so. So you swivel it around so that you've got these three little yellow bits facing. And I've also just remember this little purple flap thing that comes back up into this position. Just remembered these tank turret bits, this is the backpack area. These you have to bring out, and these twist on themselves, and they should collapse back into each other like that. Like that. Come on, there we are. Yeah, these tank turret bits, they have to come down into a recess at the back of the head, so they go into like the little gap here. That then will now allow you to collapse these bits like that, and that is now the backpack complete. And then everything should very beautifully go into place. That plugs in, that comes, I think, down. That looks a bit more professional, looks better. And I think we are now finally all done. I just wanted to make sure that was correct, but I think we're there now. It's an easy transformation, it's just a little bit fiddly. You have to really, obviously this is the first time I'm transforming it back to robot mode, so that is my excuse anyway. But no, it's an easy transformation, it's just, it's a bit fiddly. Obviously you've got to do it in a certain way, otherwise nothing's going to plug in together properly. This, for me, is my favourite of the two modes. The tank mode, the alt mode, was good. Don't get me wrong. It's an okay mode. It serves its purpose. However, this is the best mode. I mean, just look at the amount of detailing, the paint application, the highlighting with the highlights with the yellow. It is very subtle, but also in your face. This is everything I love about kind of like, this is what I love about certain Transformers like this. I've got such a soft spot for this kind of colour scheme. This is why I'm a big fan of Nemesis Primes. Because of the whole blue and purple and the shattered glass Optimus Prime as well. I'm a big fan of those colour schemes, and this for me ticks all the boxes when it comes to aesthetic look of something. Bringing it a little bit closer to you so we can have a look-see closer up. As you can see, just look at the detailing. That head sculpt is absolutely incredible. Bringing it down, see the waist there, the legs. It is just a beautiful piece of work. It isn't the cheapest of figures either. It's like, it cost me 50 odd quid when I bought it at TF Nation. But it had just recently came out at the time. But I'd say this is actually kind of worth it because of how much, you can see how much work has gone into this. The sheer magnitude of like detailing in the plastic and everything. And also there's not much what I love about this as well, of how it's been engineered, there isn't anything, uh, you know what I call, you know, where there's like an opening, like on the arm or the leg, there's like a massive big gaping opening because of the transformation. On this guy, there is none of that. There is no gaps. There is no empty hollow spaces. There's nothing like that on this guy. Everything connects. Everything goes into each other. And it just looks absolutely beautiful. So let's put him to the side for a moment then, and let's talk about his accessories. He comes with this big, massive big fusion cannon sort of thing that has two ends, two parts should I say. He comes with this, which is doubles as a tank turret, but this is the main body of the gun. So it comes on its own like this in the box. So it is actually quite cool. Purple and yellow. Some nice detailing on there. And there's a little logo there as well. And then this is like the front part of it. That comes as a separate piece. That just simply plugs into the front there. Like so. And then this will simply plug into... There's like two holes. There's one that's a bit further forward, and there's one that's a little bit further back. I go for the furthest away one, personally, because I think putting it in this hole, it looks a bit stupid, it being too far forward. But that hole there, I think it looks better. I think it just looks more natural. So there's his fusion cannon in his arm. He then also comes with this, which you would have seen at the beginning. This comes as two pieces as well. They got the main rod bit, and then you've got this like trident sort of mace thing, like a spear-headed type thing. So he comes with that, and he also comes with this sword / dagger, which is actually kind of cool. So it comes with that as well. And it comes with all these flame accessories. So these are the shoulder ones that wrap them. They're molded to wrap around the shoulders there. So you've got two that are practically identical, really. Just one, you know. So you've got two of those, and then they go. So there we go. There's those shoulder ones in, and then it comes with these two as well. Smaller flame effects. There's these two posts, so one can go in there. So there he is with his flame effects, which do give him an added bit of dimension because of him being the Fallen and being not a very good Prime. If I believe he's a naughty Prime. But yeah, so like I say, he comes with these, like I just said, and everything goes into his hands. What I like as well is the hands are actually articulated slightly, so you can actually put... what I like as well, this hand, it's a snap fit hand, so it just sort of like snaps into place and you close the fist up and it just stays in there, which is really nice. And then you've got this one. So there's him with his hand melee weapons. And there we are. There he is. There is Age of the Primes, 13th Prime, Megatronus, aka the Fallen. He is amazing. I absolutely love this figure. I'm so happy to have him. I need to see about tracking down, if I can, the other primes as well that have been released. I do want to get the Onyx Prime, which is the one for the Beast Wars Maximal characters and such. And there we have it. Thank you so much for watching my review on this awesome guy. Take care of yourselves. Have a great New Year. I hope you had a great Christmas and a Happy New Year celebrations. But thank you. I am now back to normality now. So I'll be back to regular making. I'll be making more videos, more reviews, back to making my live streams and things like that. So I'm going to be, trying to emphasize and try and get my videos back up and revving again after Christmas. So thank you so much. Thank you for the support throughout 2025. Here's to 2026. this has been my review on this guy. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves, and bye-bye for now.